Hi and welcome back to Tales Against Humanity, r// I don't work here lady. In today's episode, pulled earphone from my ear and started screaming. The day Karen gave me her bra. Male Karen got the scare of his life. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Pulled earphone from my ear and started screaming. This happened a few years back when I was fresh out of university, so about 20 seconds, and shopping in a popular low-cost clothes store. I had just finished work and went in to pick up a few shirts, socks, etc. The staff in this place generally wear dark jeans and a bright t-shirt, and I think the supervisors were a smart/casual getup. I'm wearing a suit, Eve got a backpack on and listening to music on earphones. So in my opinion, I 100% don't look like I'm one of the staff, and the added backpack and listening to earphones are dead giveaways that I'm a customer and not employee. And me. K. Karen. S. store staff. As I'm browsing and picking up a few things, I notice someone stand near me from the side. I assume that I'm in the way of someone, so make a movement to step away and carry on browsing. A moment later, I feel a sharp tug on my ear as my earphone has just been ripped away from it. I turn around and the following happens. Obviously not word for word perfect, but pretty close. And what the? K, why have you ignored me? I'm at a loss because I don't recognize her. I didn't realize I was ignoring anyone, and my earphone has just been ripped out of my ear and is in her hand. I'm sorry, I don't know you. I wasn't ignoring you. K, yes you were. I have been trying to get your attention for a while now, and you keep walking away and ignoring me. And you shouldn't have earphones in. Right, I'm okay? I still don't know you. Did we speak earlier today at the hotel? I had been at a small event at a nearby hotel that morning. K, no. I want to know where I can find the shoes/hats/jewelry, whatever it was that she wanted, I don't remember. I have been trying to get your help and you kept ignoring me. I know you heard me, you are just being lazy and not helpful. Okay, right, I reckon the whatever are upstairs and probably on the left. At this point I'm still not sure what's going on and think this woman is just slightly confused and incredibly rude. K, what do you mean they are probably there? How incompetent must you be? How stupid are you that you lie to customers? What is your problem, lady? I don't know where the whatever is, I don't work here. I would have cursed a fair bit during this sentence because I was now shocked at being screamed at. I will let you imagine what colorful words need added in. However, I certainly didn't raise my voice. I would have just dropped the general niceness in it. K, you're cursing now also. Unbelievable. How dare you use language like that and lie to a customer? You have no respect. All this commotion has attracted a lot of attention as it's a fairly big store and quite busy, so some staff and supervisors have arrived over at this point. I want to speak to the store manager right now. This rude man has lied to me, ignored me and used awful language at me. I am disgusted at the lack of respect shown to your customers. Alright, our apologies madam, we will sort this out now. Sir, could you please put those clothes down and leave the store? K, no. I want him taken to the manager. He needs to be disciplined and trained how to speak to customers. She is literally screaming into the face of some poor soul right now who has no clue what is going on. I can't really do that, but Illinois radio security, and ask them to escort him from the store. I would also ask you to lower your voice to not disturb our other customers, please. K, no. I will address you however I like as I am a customer. Take him to the manager. He needs to be fired. And I will be speaking to the manager about you too. Now the staff have clicked what's happened. Sir, do you know this woman? I have no idea who she is, but she ripped my earphone out of my ear and started to scream at me. And you don't work here? No, I'm here just to buy clothes. K, he is lying. Where is your manager? Security have now arrived and begin to come towards me. Hold on, this is a big mix-up, this man doesn't work here. I don't recognize him, and he says he doesn't work here. K, I don't believe you, you're just defending your friend. I am disgusted by this store. I will never shop here again. I am going to report this all to your head office. What are your names? You will all suffer because of this. Blah 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 blah. Etc. 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 From here the story sort of wraps up. Karen eventually gives up trying to convince the staff and me that I work there, and is escorted from the store by the security. I pick up my clothes again, get an apology from the staff, and I get a sweet little discount when I check out. Part of me was convinced this woman would be outside waiting to confront me again. However, to my surprise, she had slinked off into the night, probably to terrorize other young people going about their day. The day Karen gave me her bra. Hello everyone, obligatory disclaimer. I'm on mobile and English isn't my first language. Feel free to point out any mistake. I'm still learning how to write long texts in English, I might not be extremely clear sometimes, and I'm sorry about it. This happened a couple of years ago, back when I was 17 yo. To set up the context, I was in class sitting next to my friend Elle when she turned to me with a midly panicked look on her face and whispered, I think the straps of my bra just broke. I told her to just wait for now as we were only an hour away from lunch break. At the end of the class we went to the bathroom to check on it, and the tiny plastic bit that holds the strap had broke on both sides because the bra was pretty old. She said she couldn't stay like that until the end of the day, so we decided to go buy her a new one at the lingerie store close to the school, and would eat during a free period in the afternoon. A few minutes after we arrived at the store, Elle had chosen a few bras that fit her budget, and went to try them on. As I was waiting for her and occasionally looking inside the fitting room, to tell her my opinion on the bra she had on, I passed time by talking to the very nice employee who was working next to me on a small desk. She had the new collection on a pile to her right, and would put a price tag on it before putting it to her left. After a while she left to put it on a shelf, and this is when I was left alone to meet Karen. Karen came out of the fitting room next to Elle's, her arms full of underwear. She looked around the small space we were in and spotted me immediately. She walked straight to me and shoved the items in my hands, making a white bra fall in the process. None of those fit, she said as if I was a disgusting insect crawling on the floor. Go put it back. I looked at her, lost. I don't work here, madam. Yes, you do. I heard you talk to the other employee and you were giving advice to that other girl. Hearing that, Elle passed her head behind the curtain. She's telling the truth, she is my friend, we are just shopping, she said. Being your friend does not exempt her to do her job. Karen snapped back. It was getting annoying, so I took out my student card. See? I'm still in high school and a minor. I do not work here. Without saying a word, Karen gave me a mean look, took back her things that I was still holding and turned to the small table where she dumped them on the new collection, proceeding to walk on the fallen bra, leaving stains on it. I objected, madam, I don't think you can leave that here. How would you know? You don't work here, she said with a smirk. At that moment the nice employee came back and asked if everything was okay. Karen turned her head to her so fast I thought her neck would break. When she laid her eyes on the employee she smiled and said absolutely. I was about to leave and just making conversation with those young ladies. She then walked to the employee, put her claw on her stomach and asked, how far along are you, sweetie? I'm not pregnant. Oh. She removed her hand, looked at her up and down and said, well, fatty, you should work on your weight. She pointed at the pile of clothing. You have work to do, and like that left the store as we looked at her dumbfounded. Elle had already went back inside to put her clothes back on as she had made choice and therefore didn't hear Karen's final lines. I was waiting for her and looked at the nice employee. She was red in the face and asked me in a small voice if her skirt really made her look that fat. I told her she looked stunning and that Karen was just a mean jealous old bat and to ignore her. She smiled and thanked me. She then told me how much of a pain it would be to sort Karen's mess, and allowed my friend to walk out with the new bra on, scanning it directly on Elle at the register. We went back to school and I told Elle what happened when she wasn't paying attention. It was the only time I was mistaken for an store seller, and honestly, it only made me have even more respect for them and what people put them through every day. Male Karen got the scare of his life. I want to tell the story of the time I saw a poor Home Depot employee being yelled at by a male Karen. Sorry if my English is not perfect, as I live in Costa Rica and Spanish is my native language. Not living in the US might be a good thing because we don't have the "I'll suit you" laws people have in the US. I work as IT. Have been working as IT for 15 years. So dealing with people who don't want the answer you just gave them is something I have to deal with every single day. So it's a Friday, about 7 p.m. I'm tired. I think on a Friday night we are all tired, no matter what you work on. So I went to the local Home Depot. I'm getting the stuff I need and I heard someone yelling. Being the curious dude I am, I have always been, and will be, I take a peek around the corner. I see a dude, around his 40s, well dressed. I'm pretty sure his clothes and shoes cost more than I get in a month's salary. He had a shopping cart half full of stuff, yelling at this poor kid. This dude can't be over 25, skinny, I'm betting he is 20 or 21. The first thing I think, an whole abusing his power as a customer, and yelling at an employee. So I continue walking towards them, checking on the items close to them, and then I heard what is going on. The male Karen who is yelling at this poor kid says, "I can't believe how bad you and your coworkers are at doing your job. I ask for where X item is, and I was told to go to Hall Y, then I go to Hall Y and the item is not there. How stupid can you be?" Then I heard the kid say, "I'm sorry, sir. I can help you look for X item, no problem." Then the male Karen says, "I don't care about the item X anymore, I want to talk to the supervisor and..." I step in, the male Karen and the kid stay quiet as I'm really tall. Have in mind in Costa Rica not a lot of people are as tall as I am, the average is being a 6'1" or 5'10", around that. I'm 6'4", 220 pounds, shave my head, full beard, I'm always the tallest in the room. And I don't have a really friendly face. I have to change my tone of voice because it is really deep. I don't like to use my real voice all the time because I intimidate people. I step in, face the kid and tell him, "Don't worry, kid. You are okay." Turn around and face the male Karen. He looks at me completely scared, the blood came out of his face. Tried to step back and I grab his shopping cart and said, "You are not going anywhere, dude." Funny, he could just let go of his shopping cart and go, but he didn't. I'm guessing he was so scared he forgot he can open his hand. So look at him for a few seconds with the meanest face I can think of, grabbed the biggest hammer out of one of the shelf and said, "Look, dude. I heard everything, the poor kid doesn't have the fault, his coworker gave the wrong instructions, and I don't think he did. I have been shopping in the same store for over a decade and anytime I ask for where an item is, I have always been given the right directions. So, one of two things are going to happen tonight. Is that you are going to apologize to the kid for being an hole and leave. 2. You and I, well, we are going to go to the parking lot." The dude starts shaking and went completely quiet. I turn around and tell the kid, "Go ahead and call security." So a supervisor and security came, the kid and I tell them what happened. I got the kid's back, he got mine, our stories matched, even the hammer part, nothing was left out of the picture. The security guy asks me if I grabbed a hammer and asked the other guy to go to the parking lot, and I said yes. If he doesn't apologize to the kid, we are going to the parking lot. The male Karen is speechless. Security escorts the male Karen out, went into his car and left. The kid is kind of scared, but I gave him a bottle of water, change my tone of voice and tell him. The dude almost craps his pants, did you saw the look in his face? Ha ha ha. The kid started laughing, I started laughing, the supervisor started laughing, even the security guy. They all thanked me for my help. They weren't really happy about the hammer/parking lot stuff I said, but I continued doing my shopping and never saw the dude again. A couple of months went by, I go to the store again. The kid came to me and told me he never saw the male Karen ever again. I love being tall. Ha ha ha.